It says it's showtime. Good morning,
Hello
V.
again. Good
Welcome to
morning.
the Morning Muffin Show, your morning carbo load of real estate. Yeah, I can't hold my muffin,
It's
squeeze my
right
muffin.
there. Exactly.
Well, today I'm with V. Hi, Vidam. And
Hello.
today we're doing Roseville and St. Anthony. Two of some, go away. Sorry, I couldn't press the button. Two of the northeast suburbs of the city. And I think, do you mind if I go first?
Yes, please.
Yay! Okay, so St. Anthony, also known as St. Anthony Village, it is a city. It is not a village. And I think that it was a village, it was a township, and then it was a village, and now it's a city. Ta-da! It went through like a whole transitional thing. And if you want to look up how that happened, please do, because it's really, really boring, and it just involves a bunch of people voting. It's terrible. But St. Anthony was actually the agricultural center, like in the mid 1800s. I think it was settled. I can post the Wikipedia page for it if you guys would like. It was, it's 1838 when Franklin Steele, a storekeeper at Fort Snelling, made claim on the land next to St. Anthony Falls. Everything sounds more exciting when you use that voice, V. So if you could, you could also do that when telling this story. Okay, so I can share it, but it's it has Minneapolis took up most of it. It's actually really small. It's only like 2 square miles, like 2.56 square miles. It's like a tiny sliver. You could probably still call it a village because it's really tiny. It's basically one mall. And speaking of malls, it was the Apache Mall once upon a time, where there's a new urban form of the Apache Mall there now. And it is so it was built in October 1956, and it is actually the United States 10th oldest mall. And it was a strip mall, and it was owned by a Cuban family by the name of Batista. Love that. But it really it's a cute little, where are you guys at? I'm looking at the screen. It's a cute little tiny town. It's just basically a strip mall. And now it's a bunch of like senior centers and a bunch of condos and, some older houses. And it used to be just mostly agriculture. The school district is actually coupled with New Brighton. So it's like one in the same. And it's really nice. However, unfortunately, St. Anthony has gotten a bad name because do you remember in 2017 when Philandro Castillo was shot?
Yes.
The police officer that shot him, Yanez, was actually a police officer from St. Anthony. And he was working with another guy, and they were in Falcon Heights when he was pulled over. And so after that had happened, I'm going to share my screen. St. Anthony came out with a GARE, share screen, racial equity plan, which is awesome. So share screen, Chrome tab, Government Alliance on Race and Equality. Okay. And here you go, you guys. There is a bunch of really great resources in here. That resource page, it's like a bunch of books and stuff. If you are into reading, absolutely read those. Here is their racial equity story and their plan here. And this is the story here. This PDF is basically what they posted after the shooting. And it's basically like, this is a problem. We're going to correct it. And then they came out with a plan of how. And I'm actually going to copy the plan. It is a PDF. Control copy. Let me see if I can put this in the comments so you guys can learn all about it, because you know me. I want you guys to be able to go online and educate yourselves. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. And let's see, I have their website is actually pretty fun. So I'm going to go back to their website. So if you guys want to take a look. Boop, 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 boop. I'm sorry. Okay, so here is their website up top here. You can hover over these tabs. It's a really well designed website here. So you guys can look at like their government stuff. It's got 5 city council members. You can serve as an election judge if you'd like. They got city watch meetings. They actually have, here, is that here? They have a historical society under About St. Anthony here. So what's really great is you can actually be a part of the historical society and join it. And then there's the boards and the commissions, things like that. And here's all of their projects that they list out. And I had to get rid of that tab, sorry. So you guys can learn about it as well, because there are some projects underway as far as 35W, it looks like down there at the bottom, the 2020 Street and Utility Improvement Plan, which has been tearing up the streets for a while. There's a multifamily development, a lot of higher rise places, because as we have both, as I shared before earlier, it's very small. They can't go out, they have to go up. So they have apartments and high rises and condo buildings because they can't go out. They have to go up.
And I think St. Anthony is within 2 counties, both Hennepin and Ramsey County.
I do believe so. I think it's a little bit. I don't think that is the one. And Fridley, or no, it was maybe. What other city did we do that was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because Spring Lake Park.
Spring Lake Park was the other one. Yeah, but this is Spring Lake Park is more north.
Oh, Brooklyn
This is
Centers.
really small. This is just really small. But maybe I'll look it up and then you guys can see.
So I read something. I read something yesterday about Roseville, and because Roseville is next to St. Anthony, and they're saying something about St. Anthony being kind of a part of Ramsey County and Hennepin County. So I thought it was a little bit interesting. I always love to find interesting things,
Yeah. Well, yeah, let's talk about Roseville. That's a great introduction. I know that Roseville is on the other side of 35W. So it has a tendency to be separate, it's really separated. And it is, let's see, what's north of there? Why am I having a brain fart? Hold on, coffee.
Bennett Heights.
That's to the northeast of
Shoreview.
Shoreview,
is that right?
Shoreview, but there's then that other really teeny tiny city. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Little Canada. I don't know.
That's to the east. Okay, let's talk about Roseville. I'm gonna share my screen again because you have picked out. I love how you find always the best sites to go to. Okay. Interesting facts by the walking tourist. Look at this.
Yeah, I always love to find interesting information, fun information, just a little bit more historical, just so that I can, it's just something to talk about. Just like Roseville is the birthplace of the first Target ever in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And Target is a corporation that born in Minnesota, and it's pretty cool that they picked Roseville at their first place
Well,
to set up their
it was
store.
across the street from the Harmar Mall, so it was like a pretty big deal back then. I know we did. If you guys are interested in learning about more of like the Fortune 500 companies and the large companies that we have here in Minnesota, go ahead and check our video catalog because I have done that before, and Target was a highlight. So, but yeah, Roseville, and everybody thinks that the one in what is it called? Edina or Southdale. They think that's the first Target, but it's not. This one is in Harmar in Roseville. It's awesome.
I know. And I think Roseville also was a township before, right? And
Mhm.
now it become cities. So, and I think that is a really unique place because it's kind of in between, kind of the connections, the bridge
Mhm.
between St. Paul and Minneapolis, between the Twin Cities. So I think
Mhm.
it's kind of cool, and I think there have to be something really special about Roseville that not just Target, but also Best Buy picked their city to open their first store, and also McDonald's. How interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go back to Roseville. Roseville has such a diverse not only culture, it's a huge epicenter for shopping, and they have really in recent years have sunk a lot of money into it. I know I love going to the movies there. That was like my favorite place to go to the movies, back in the day when we used to go to movies. um but here, you guys, I did add this website or this blog to the comments. So if you guys want to check out more about Tim Trudell, that's the author, the freelance writer, author of it. Excuse me. It looks like, oh, they even have a plaque. Always read the plaque. Established in 1962. That is so cool. Okay, so here we go. Oh, and while we're at it, toss in the first McDonald's in Minnesota in Roseville. Roseville is so cool. Okay, the first animal cemetery in Minnesota in 1919. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, and then it loves its nature. It has 28 parks with 44 trails. That's amazing.
Yes.
I'm
And
scrolling through this.
and I love the
Um,
fact that there's no resident within a quarter miles from the park. So I think Roseville want to keep it natural.
Yeah, they have a really good running race there, and I've run it a few times. I don't remember what it's called, like Run for the Roses or yeah, something interesting. But it's got a really nice community center in the middle of the park, kind of, or by the park, and then it does have those big uh electric towers going through a lot of the greenway. So, there's kind of a reason too why the park is there and why there's no houses around that as well. So, but it's off of County Road BW where the central the central location for their city town hall. Okay, now what else? We have one more that you shared with us. Oh, and this was looked like one too. Okay, so and also, did you want to hold on, stop screen, share screen. They have that new petting zoo there, or that aquarium. Here's V. Are you there?
Yes.
You're
Yes, I
so
am here.
cool. Okay, 2018. Okay, so here we
So
go.
yeah, so I thought that, this is a really good perspective from, a person that come from a traveler, I say, that look at Roseville. And I think that, this is good for us as the people that live within, the distance to read and realize that how great we are, how great it is that we live where we live. It's super, it's a very, I think I always love Minnesota, and I think that each city have unique things, but this block is kind of sum up a majority of not just Roseville area, but also, a Twin Cities in general. So it's introduced to hotels, where to eat, where to sleep, where to stay, what to do. And I think it's a good way to discover the greatness of Minnesota from a view of a traveler.
It is true. There is okay, so sea life. No. Now there is a sea. I'm gonna find it right now for you guys. There is a really cool zoo thing there, and they have a sloth too. Okay, hold on. Zoo in Roseville, and then I'm like, what is it called? It's not Sequest. Here we go. You guys, you got to go to Sequest. They have a sloth, and it's kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like your weird rich uncle got a lot of money and decided to open a zoo. Like it's not exactly like it, like the Como Zoo or the Minnesota Zoo. It's in a mall. It's I'm gonna stop sharing this screen. I'm gonna share the other one. They spend a lot of money on advertising and the look, but when you go in, it's like, animals in like pens that you would keep, like back in the 50s that they would keep toddlers in on the ground. It's really interesting. Okay. Sequest. Here we go. Tickets. Here you go. So it's got the Egyptian desert. See, they spend a lot of money here, like on their beautiful things, but it's just kind of hokey when you go there. And yeah, you can actually like pet turtles. They have otters, and it's the cage is just kind of like a plexiglass cage that they've kind of like welded to the floor. It'll have a couple leaks in it, and there's a couple towels down by it. It's just really, really interesting. I honestly think that, like I said, if your rich uncle were to open up a rich, eclectic, interesting uncle opened a zoo, it would be Sequest. But definitely go take a look at it because it is really interesting and it's fun. It's a little spendy, but it's totally worth your time, especially if you have kids. You can see there's what is that guy, little lemur? But yeah, you can actually like interact with the animals. You can buy special tickets for your birthday, and you can like have like a sloth or some time with private time with the animals and things like that. And my friend, of course, I'm always plugging my Joe to Go friend. Their logo is a sloth. So for her birthday, right before the pandemic hit, we got to spend some time snuggling with the sloth. But this is in Roseville, in the Roseville Mall. You got to check it out.
Cool.
Okay, well, we're running long today.
Oh,
Next
they even
week,
have that soaking feet. Oh, sorry.
so you guys, tomorrow we are going to be talking about Restaurant Week, which is V's favorite thing in the whole world because she's a giant foodie.
Winter Restaurant Week.
I know. Okay, so stay tuned and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.